So Ayah 26 starts with, "Say, O Prophet, O God, Lord over all authorities, you give authority to whoever you please and remove it from whoever you please. You honor whoever you please and disgrace whoever you please. All good is in your hands. Surely you alone are most capable of everything. You cause the night to pass into the day and the day to pass into the night. You bring forth the living from the dead and the dead from the living. And you provide for whoever you will without limit." I think what this indicates to me, this ayah at least, is, as far as the Quran is being broken down, it's showing you the human being's relationship with God and with itself. Like, it's saying that God is the one who decides everything, decides life itself, right? Decides the day coming in, the day coming out. How did you even come into existence? And when you die, are you going to be able to get out of existence? Or when you go to sleep, for example, are you the one choosing to go to sleep, or does sleep overcome you? Or when you're hungry, or when you have to use the bathroom, or when you fall in love. Funny how that came over after the other, but when you fall in love, it's like, are you the one that really had the choice, or is there forces within you that are acting without your command? Essentially, I came to this conclusion, and let me know what you think. It's like, it's possible that, we're human beings, but a lot of the times we're just conscious of our own actions. Like, part of the prayer and the meditation, like what prayer seems to do, what meditation seems to do, is it seems to connect your consciousness with your body. Because in reality, we're not in control over much. I don't think we're in control over really anything. So, did you bring yourself to life? Are you going to bring yourself to death? Do you make the day go in or the day go out? When it's cloudy or it's raining, where does it all come from? Well, it comes from God. Now, it's just another clue on who's God. So when you talk to like an atheist or somebody who doesn't believe in God, what do they always say? I don't believe in a man in the sky. Neither do I. Right? Some guy in the sky telling you how to live and how to not live? No, of course not. But what people will do is they'll strawman this idea of God with barely any understanding. Imagine that you're going through a hard time. Okay? And you go, well, I shouldn't go through a hard time. I'm in control of this. It's like, no, you're not. Right? How many people have risen themselves to the top and then fallen from grace? How many people from the bottom has risen up to the top just to find themselves at the bottom again? Right? So in the Quran, if it says, you give authority to whoever you please and remove it from whoever you please, is this not a fact? Is it not a fact that there's some people who rule the world and the next day they die? Did they have a choice over if they died or not? Is it not a fact that some people, they're healthy and the next day they're sick? Or they're sick and the next day they're healthy? How much control do they really have? You honor whoever you please and disgrace whoever you please. A king turns into a peasant turns into a king. How much control? How much control do they have? You'll see people who are at the top, who are CEOs, and then they're in prison. You'll see people who are at the top of the world, and their bodies fail them. Their minds fail them. Are they in control of anything? And this is the funny thing about the word Muslim. The word Muslim means the person who is in submission to God. Islam is the idea of being in submission to God. This is why the Muslims will argue that Jesus was a Muslim. Not because he spoke Arabic. See, the argument is wrong, right? When people think Muslim, they think a guy that speaks Arabic. Yeah, this is what I think. It seems like the actions that the Muslims do is an action that brings them closer to God. But if they don't have the spirit, then they're just actions. You have to have the spirit of the actions. What does it mean to connect to God? If you're just standing there in prayer and you're just thinking about other things, are you really connecting to God? What about the attempt to connect to God? Whatever that means to you, the infinite, the creator of the universe. The clues are here. The clues are here. You cause the night to pass into day and the day into night. You bring forth the living from the dead. I have a nephew that was just born, and he's like a year old now, and it's really interesting seeing that he didn't exist at all. He didn't exist. And now he's just here. And isn't that how we all came? And isn't it fascinating how we all fear death? But we were not alive before. Essentially, we were dead. We fear the death of our bodies, but that would indicate that you're your body. Are you your body, or are you consciousness living within your body? When you die, your soul is what is being accounted for, which means that your soul is probably your energy that lives inside of you. And that's what you should be accountable for. Your actions are a thing that curates the soul. Your weakness, your strength, your thankfulness, how you treat another person. That's the soul. The body just seems like a vehicle for this soul that you're in. You provide for whoever you will without limit. And some people they fail, and some people they lose, and some people they get. And things they ebb and they flow, and empires fall, and the Roman Empire falls, and this empire falls, and that, and who knows, the pharaoh dies, and and we praise people, and the people fall apart. But I mean, what you should be looking at is existence itself. It's like, what is God? The creator of everything that exists. Isn't it so? Isn't it so that the heavens and the earth is the everything that exists? The source in which things come from? Now, does that source have a series of values that you should follow? So what it seems like in some ways is that God is the definition of a series of values in which you should follow. Now, the thing is that a man will always come short when he is in contact with God. Like, God is the most merciful. So you can never be the most merciful. So you'll always come short. But at least it gives you something to strive towards. And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but I really, this is how I feel. It's like, that's why Islam gives all these prophets, including Muhammad, who was an imperfect man. See, I was looking at like the Christians, and the Christians look at Jesus like he was a perfect man. But it's like, if you have a perfect man, he's not going to understand you. You're just a perfect man. How can you compare yourself to a perfect man? It's like you have God. You can't compare yourself to God. It's like you can shoot for the stars. A series of values with consciousness. You can call God that too. It's like God doesn't have to be one thing. It's the everything. It's like, just because you can't define it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It just means that you can't define it. But then there's Muhammad. And Muhammad seems like an imperfect man, but a man that you could strive to be like in this imperfect world. It's like he is not a god, he's a man. So you could look at him as a character to follow, knowing that men are imperfect and knowing you're imperfect. And this is the idea. So you kind of like, you have all these prophets to compare yourself to. But at the end of the day, you're here and experiencing this world with your soul, through your senses, through your body, and your soul is being interacted here. And if you're not careful, and if you just keep trying to compare yourself to God, you're always going to be disappointed. And maybe this is why, I'm just thinking out loud, maybe this is why the God of the Quran claims to be the most merciful, the most forgiving. Because if you compare yourself to the greatest of all things, you're always going to come up short. Food for thought. I don't know. Thanks for listening, guys.